Hey, it's Keith Aichele here, and I want to expose a myth that's out there that rent-to-own homes is a scam. There's a lot of people that post videos or blogs and say that you should never get into rent-to-own. So I want to take you really quick why some people say that rent-to-own homes is a scam and what you need to know. Because it is true that there are some people who do rent-to-owns that are scammers, but it does not make the concept of rent-to-own a scam. And let me take you through exactly why this topic even comes up. Now, one of the reasons people say that rent-to-own is a scam is because there are sellers that will often do a rent-to-own and they don't apply the buyer's payments towards the purchase of the home. So this is one of the biggest things that you need to be careful of out there is you want to make sure that your money that you're putting down on your option payments and your rent credits, and if you don't know those terms, make sure you check out our fundamentals of renting to own. But they don't take those payments and put them towards a down payment, which is so important because the whole point of this is that you're investing into home ownership, and that's going to get you the down payment so that you can qualify for a home. So it's very important that you get that covered off. Now, the second reason some people call this scam, and I'm saving the biggest one for last, is that some people will actually sell the property out from underneath the buyers, or they just stop making their payments altogether. Now, there's things you can do to actually protect that, and I've covered that off in some other videos, but some of them really quick are really simple. You get a memorandum of option. That's one way. Number two, you get a deed of trust. You could put it into a trust. The third thing you could do, you could make sure that you have access to the payments or require that they show you that the payments have been made, or you even make the payments directly to the bank. These are all part of things that you can build into your contract. So there are things that buyers can do to protect themselves from getting scammed. Again, it doesn't make the process a scam. Certain people might be scammers, but the process is not a scam. Now, the third reason that people often say that rent-to-own homes is a scam is because very, very many times people don't end up ever buying the property. Well, that's not really even the bigger issue. The bigger issue, in my opinion, is that there are people out there doing rent-to-owns, and they know that the tenant buyers coming in will never purchase the property, and they're just cycling through the option payments, collecting above-market rents, collecting huge down payments with the intent that it's just going to keep recycled and there's building money, never with the goal of actually selling the property. And that by far is completely unethical. And I tell anyone that goes through any of my training programs that if I catch people doing unethical things, they will be out of our program and no refunds, because this is meaning rent-to-own is a very, very great way to help people. And it can be game-changing and life-changing as people get into home ownership, but it's not meant to be something to be used to take people's money. Now, the crazy thing is there are three big mistakes that so many people make, and we're going to cover up that next on the next video, that can protect them from having that happen. It's really, so in some ways, shame on the sellers for scamming the buyers, but on the other hand, shame on the buyers for not protecting themselves and doing a little bit more research. And that's the part that I know is so hard because this is a new space for so many people. So what we've actually done is I've got a link down below for a free book, The Right Way to Rent-to-Own Homes, How to Buy Smarter Than Everyone Else. So if you click the link below and pick up that free book, you're going to learn tons of strategies that are going to protect you from this. How to structure agreements, how to protect your investment, how to set your rent credits right, where to buy, types of areas to buy, things to be thinking about, considerations, etc. It's all in the books. If you just spend a little bit of time doing a little bit of reading and studying, you could protect yourself against the scammers. So yes, there are some scammers out there, and it's unfortunate that does happen, but it's completely wrong, in my opinion, for people out there to put the entire concept of rent-to-own as a scam and deter people from getting into home ownership because they have limited experience themselves. These are ignorant people. I've been doing rent-to-owns for over 20 years and moving honestly, about 60% of the people that come into my rent-to-own programs end up buying, and I do great structures to help people so that they don't get cheated out of any money, their option payments. Life happens, and the goal is to help people. And again, not everyone thinks the same way, but no matter what, there are things that you can do to protect yourself. So check out that book if you want to learn those. And if you want to avoid the three biggest mistakes, again, that's coming up next. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching this today.